Hey, 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 hey. Nobody made me. No blueprint, no manual, no receipts. I had to build this version. Brick by brick, scar by scar. You hear me? The version they said couldn't exist. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah. There was no map to where I was going. No compass pointing north when the seeds I planted weren't growing. I was 20 with a notebook full of cells I hadn't tried yet. Performing characters for people just to see which one they like best. The son they wanted smiling at the table. The scholar, the soldier, God, I wore so many labels. But underneath the costumes was a silence, a question. Which one of these is me and which one's just protection? See, I come from a lineage of men who didn't show it. You felt love in their absence and you just had to know it. So I had to invent a language for my own emotion. Write a self from the margins with no guide and pure devotion. There was no version of me in the stories that they told us. No face in the movies, no name on the diploma folder. So I pressed my hands into the wet concrete of existence. Signed my name before the world could measure the distance. I am the version that never existed. Built from the wreckage of everything I missed. No blueprint, no pattern, no ancestral script. Just a soul and a vision in the ironclad fist. I am the version they couldn't have written. The story that started where all the others finished. I had to become what the world wouldn't show me. Now I look in the mirror and I finally know. Okay, they wanted me molded, I came out fractured. Piece myself together from the flaws and the rapture. Every city I moved through left a layer on my accent. Every person I became had a cost and a tax. Man, for the old me, the small me, the boy in the hard way who stood at the edge of himself, scared to fall. Hey, I don't dress for the crowd, I dress for the process. Invented my own lane when they shut down the access. Nobody handed me a style, I had to forge it. Took the things they said I couldn't be and I endorsed it. My identity's a collage and every piece has a story. Every scar is a brushstroke on the canvas of my glory. They said stay in your lane, I said which one you asking? I built 20 new roads while they stood there just gasking. I'm the version that the data couldn't never have predicted. Self-constructed, self-directed, self-convicted. I am the version that never existed. Built from the wreckage of everything I missed. No blueprint, no pattern, no ancestral script. Just a soul and a vision in the ironclad fist. I am the version they couldn't have written. The story that started where all the others finished. I had to become what the world wouldn't show me. Now I look in the mirror and I finally know. And there were nights I lost the thread of who I was becoming. Stood in someone else's life just to hear my own heart drumming. Tried on anger, tried on pride, wore depression like a guide. Every false self that I shed was the real one taking flight. Yeah, yeah, let it go, let it go. The versions that you killed to get here, they weren't failures, they were stairs. Now I move through the world with a strange kind of stillness. Took me 30 years to find the cure for my illness. The illness was performing, trying to match some reflection that the world laid out for me before I could ask the question. But the question is the gift. Who are you when no one's watching? When the stage lights cut and the crowd stops its talking. I am every version I invented in the darkness. Every draft I threw away is part of my largest. My son gon' look at me and see a man that chose to be here. Not the one who drifted with the current out of sheer fear. See, the cost of self-invention is the death of all your comfort. You gon' lose some people when you stop performing for the hunger. But the ones that stay will see you, really see you. And the love that finds the real you is the love that can free you. I am not my father's silence, not my mother's hidden crying. I'm the version that they prayed for while they knelt down in the quiet trying. Yeah. No blueprint, no manual, just you in the dark, in the choice. Build it, build it. The version that never existed. It exists now. That's you.